Hey there team, and welcome to Moria for a 3v2. Cat has been really whiny, so I'm going to have to carry her for the start of this, which will limit my abilities with my mouse. This was sent in by Misty a little while ago, and he's playing as Rhudaur. Moria is a tough place for Rhudaur to shine, but if they're careful, they can be quite effective. We're seeing some marksmen over here. Yeah, good, you don't want more than that. Clansmen, axemen, spears there. Double dumb and spears sound. Okay, black wolves, double black wolves. Oh, some dumb and hunters, I don't know. Axe throwers there, swordsmen, troll hunters, enslavers, and swordsmen. I don't know, we'll see. I would have just stuck to the one archer myself, but considering he is coming in alone on that side, maybe it's a good idea that he's gone for two. Sorry about the bashes to the mic that are maybe you can hear. Oh, Jazzer pie. Bad. Okay. Right, she's gonna settle herself on the table like a cat. I am sure of that. Anyway, yeah, so since he's coming in by himself over there, I think it is probably a good idea that he's taken two archers. But, you know, Moria, it's gonna be difficult. But he's got Sun over here as an ally, playing as Misty Mountains, trying to retake their home, I suppose. We've got the heavy golden spears, always a good idea. Do some pushing, or get some nice AP damage in there. Heavy goblin archers, double goblin archers, okay. Infantry there, then Goblin King bodyguard. Behind them, some oh wow, a lot of crossbows. Maybe too much in the way of range. We'll see goblin infantry there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of scared about how much firepower he's brought. But his last ally being Imladris. Oh, Arthedain. So Clatete here, hopefully, hasn't taken much in the way of archers. Dismounted Fornos Erin Knights, Arthedain Pikes, lots and lots of Arthedain Pikes. I'm seeing marksmen there. No, men at arms. No armor upgrades. Oh, lots and lots and lots of men at arms, holy smokes. Then some Evendom Spears. Okay, yeah. Peacekeepers. Any archers popping up? I'm seeing some, yeah, Arthedain marksmen, one or two. Oh, is that Evendom archers? Yeah, I don't know. Double rams, so of course he'll be dropping those. There will no doubt be troll slayers. I'd expect there'd be troll slayers, but and peacekeepers there too. I don't know. I always say this. I always, like, archers is always something I pick on. You know, when it comes to the attack, it's just it can be disappointing. That's for sure. Let's just get our, I won't do a skip, let's just get ourselves settled here. You know, I'm often wrong, but I just think that's 3 archer units for Sun, at least 2 archer units for Clatete, and Moria kind of, unless the defenders are very accommodating, you're not really going to be able to use that much archer fire or long range fire, I'd say. No artillery for anybody on the attack. We'll see. So this looks like Angmar's color, I believe. It could be Dale, I think, but no, I'm pretty sure it's Angmar. Dale might be blue, but for some reason I thought it might be red. But oh well. Angmar could be solid. Now, maybe if it is Angmar and he's got those barrel whites, pouring crossbow fire into them, they'll be a decent little target, quite easy to hit, and might be a good way to use up some of that crossbow fire. Could be, what colour is Khazad-dûm again? We'll see. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit worried, and I like the amount of men at arms Clatete has, but none of them have received any armor upgrades. They are bog standard Arthedain men at arms, so you know they are expensive to upgrade. That's for sure. Not like their southern brothers there who can be upgraded very easily. They take a good bit of cash, 100 if you want to get them fully upgraded, which they look gorgeous. They really do, and I've seen them perform very well at that full level. But we'll see how they do today. Yes, so we were right with Angmar and Dale, so it could have been either colour. Mac and the Wind got both barrel, or he's at least got 2. You can get 2 of them, I think, before you go on the red limit. So he's got 2 down here, and Angmar halberds. more Angmar halberds, and some dismounted earls at Dale. This is a 2v3, so yeah. Scourge Raiders, and some Barding Herd there. Stalkers, some Marauders with some Archers there. A few Archers. Hopefully we're getting some Dalian Archers. We do. Dalian Bows there, and some Athala Rangers, and some Dalian Royal Guard. I mean, if the attackers are careful, they could use up that ammunition. We'll see. Further on inside, we have Orc Fellers, Blackwatch Legion, and Gardens of Carndum. More than enough time to move them wherever you want them. Right in the centre, some Snaga Stalkers. Reaction team, number 1, right there. Then further on down here, this is where Dale's got a hell of a lot of troops. Barding Herd, double Dalian Spears, some Paladins, some Swordmasters of Esgaroth there. No armor upgrades for the Swordmasters. They can receive 2 of them, I think. At least one. Then Dalian Spears 2. Anything more up in this little crevice? Yeah, a Catapult. Oh, and Dragon Slayers. And double bows. This could be really painful for Rhudaur there. But at least they've got the morale to hold them through it. Dalian Spears there. And good. We do have a Barrow Wight over here as well. It's a beautiful gift to give your allies. Just a unit of Barrow Wights to say, hey, I'm here to take damage. Especially Rhudaur Axe Throwers. That is the bane of their existence. If they're just like, damn it, I've got to just fill this sponge. That's exactly, like, the Barrow Wights are sponges. They're ghostly sponges. And I like that we've got, like, a mist inside of Moria today. That's kind of spooky. Perhaps brought by the ghostly figures themselves. Dunman Spears leading that ram up. Yeah, just bust it down immediately. You can come in whenever you really want, though. I'm surprised for a 2v3 lasting 52,000 frames, but that's a good thing for the attackers. It does mean, hopefully, they've used their ammunition quite well. If they've been allowed to take that much time. Now with Dale on the defense, we've got a lot of archers that are going to really punish those archers and those crossbows. I'm concerned. So he's letting them come into that little opening lobby, which is usual. It's quite rare that you see the defender really hold the actual gate itself. Usually they allow the attackers to set up here and just try to shred them from both sides. Barrow Wights set up there, even more Barrow Wights behind them, just ready to take damage. Scourge Raiders coming forward. The battering ram has done its staying on 2 times speed until I sort of see a bit of action, I'd say. I'll have a quick scan around to see what's going on, but yeah, the bulk of these forces just hiding over there. Snaga Archers, yeah, super. We'll see what they do. Snaga Archers and Goblin Trackers, that's the slightly better version. So yeah, no, Snaga Archers are not going to do too much damage, but up against a low tier archer, that's probably exactly what you want, and you might even just scare the attackers, just with the mass of fire. Close range as well, in a tightly packed force. One of the big issues with the Snaga Archers is just how insanely inaccurate they are, but that's not really an issue you're going to have in this sort of battlefield. Leading the way with the archers, looks like Sun has no intention of actually coming inside. He is just going to remain there. Now, what is he actually shooting at? All the way over into the Snaga Archers. Okay. If I was Mac, what I'd probably do is spread them out. Okay, he's going to fall back. Interesting. I would have taken that. I would have spread them out like here and just exchanged fire with them, maybe. Yeah, I think staying compact like this, you're just providing him with a good shot. He can still hit you, right? No, he can't. Okay, so he just moved back a little bit. That's what he wants. He wants to pull him inside before he starts shooting at him. That's the thing. But I would have, yeah, because shooting at them like this little lip there is going to take a lot of those arrows. And yeah, no, I think Mac made the right choice. I'm seeing the sense in it now. Dunman Hunters from Misty coming on in here. What are we going for? This is where, again, things like having a unit of cav is very naughty, just so you can, like, stop the enemy from freely doing this. With Moria as an attacker, you only have one area to focus on at a time. So you can't really trust in this thing of, like, oh, maybe his micro-retention is elsewhere. No, not with an experienced player anyway. You're not gonna get that. Now Beastie's getting close. He's getting the fear-causing Barrow-wights. And a quick charge from the Dalian Spears. That could be... These guys could break really easily. Interesting to see what's going on here, though. What are you doing? Is this actually... Yeah, this is just point-blank arrow fire there. And it's a shame, but this is... Yeah, these archers are not going to do much. If we had a few more jabs, you know... Yeah. Get more troll hunters. It's only one troll hunter you've got. Yeah, like maybe... It's never fun. It's never something you want to do. But maybe getting a volley of troll hunter jabs? Nah. I don't know. I'd probably want to be coming in with my infantry to deal with this. But that's exactly what you don't want to do with the catapult. We'll see. We'll see. He's on his own though, so he really is playing to the... What's the saying then? You're, you know, he's dancing to the beat of his allies. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, dancing to somebody else's beat. So that's really what Beastie's got to be careful with. He's got to keep an eye on what Sun's up to. So I suppose, yeah, his micro is going to be elsewhere on occasion, but he's got to keep an eye on what his allies are doing and make sure that he's complementing that. You know, he might not even get through in his section. He probably won't. But it'll be more just like when they're coming through, he needs to be pressuring so that they can't just take their troops away from his side and go and support here. Yeah, I think we've got a lot of arrow fire going back and forth today, guys. Which is fine. You know, it's always quite solid to see how and when people use their ammunition like this. I mean, Matt can be happy enough that the enemy is using their arrows on his snag archers. And at the same time, I don't think Sun's going to be too upset because he's got a hell of a lot of archers. So if he can just... Are they spread out? No, they're not. But they're nicely armoured. You know, for the cost of this unit, like the gobbles, they may not be able to do a lot of things, but they can make some nice cheap armour. Nice, cheap, and effective armor. It might not look good, but it's effective. So that certainly is something. The catapult crew, the Northmen of Dale, manning that. What do we have going on here? Dudman pikes coming forward, going toe to toe with the Dalian Spears. That's a fight that the Dalian Spears are going to be winning. Pretty handedly, I'd say. But I'm sure Beastie's all right with that. He doesn't want to come forward with anything too much nicer. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, okay. Zooming on back. Yeah, I think if Beastie's clever, he's gonna be pretty slow there. Arthedain men-at-arms already coming forward. Okay, are they gonna be beginning the grind down, or are they just getting into position? I think they are. Nah, okay. A few Barrow-wights couldn't resist the temptation to just come forward and attack the men of Arthedain, the men of Arnor there. Already shaken. Oh no, that's tough. That's really bad. But now they shouldn't rout from that. That'd be really upsetting for Clatati there. I know the Barrow-wights cause fear, and there's a lot of Barrow-wights there, and there's a lot of troops. But you've got men behind you. You're not. Yeah, okay, they've steadied now. It's very nice for these attacking units to actually have troops that they can rely on behind them. Now these men-at-arms is going to be a slow fight, but they'll grind down some of those Barrow-wights, and there's a lot of Arthedain men-at-arms to come. So maybe it's going to be okay. What we don't want is what's happening here, where we're pushing quite deep in the lines. Because Barrow-wights have such a low mass, you can really do that. This is an axe volley, and I think that's what the attackers want. Coming right into the faces of the, even without armor upgrades, they're okay. They've got a bit of armor and they've got that shield. So if we can just tease in some of these shots or some of these volleys with axes, then that's exactly what we want. Poor halberdiers taking a beating though, which that's a good hit if they've done that. Yeah. Evanham spears. No, Clatati can be chuffed with himself with how the Scourge Raiders are using their ammo, and also those Scourge Raiders are a menace in melee. So it's killing them like that is just great all round. Dunman Spears making contact. Defeat is certain, but they'll do okay. They'll hurt some people. Actually, victory is certain now. Jeez, oh, well, very well done from the Dunman Spears. As they've just got the numbers. Now, this is such a tempting thing to just shoot at, but that's what Beastie wants. Like, these are his fodder. He wants you to waste your ammunition on these poor guys. And, but if Mac and mainly Duran don't use any ammunition on them, they will actually suffer some damage and really soften themselves up. He's only got 1 unit of barrow wights there. And so once that's gone, it's totally down to his forces. And then you can fight Dale in a very certain way. Whereas if you've got Dale and Angmar against you, it's a bit different. Damn, these guys went all the way to wavering there, just with the barrow wights. And I think we've got chanting as well from the Scourge Raiders. Yeah, doing a few cheers. That's gonna be scary. I love these choke points when you can do stuff like that. Reminds me of my when I play Team Fortress 2. I usually play the medic. That's what I like to do. And one of my favorite items is that is it called the amputator or something? And it's just the it's one of the saws, one of your bone saws, and you can play it as an instrument, and it heals everybody around you. Now, usually it's more of a gimmick. But when you get these really dense choke point fights, where you've got like 10 of your allies fighting in a really tight corridor, and you're just sitting there playing your bone saw, you can be healing really quickly, you know, just because you're healing so many people. It's not like super effective, and you're not like building Uber, but it's got its uses. I do like it. Oh, that's a lot of guys to lose there. That's really a shame for Clotati. 59 men at arms broken. And it just does show you the amount of fear. Like, these guys are taunting as well. So we got like 2 taunts, 2 units of barrow wights, and then just the mob of orcs in front of them. That's all a very scary thing to see. But we are ahead here. Now, generally, what have we been killing? Like barrow wights and Angmar halberds, though. That's not negligible. And we've been using a lot of ammunition. The later Total War games, they take ammunition into account when it comes to the balance of power. Medieval 2 does not. This is going really well for Beastie. And it just show you, like, I mean, the men of Arthedain have routed over on the other side. I mean, sure, they don't have Scourge Raiders yelling at them over here, but they've still got the fear-causing barrow wights. And these Dunman Spears, the lowliest of Rhudaur, are still holding the line. Hey, you know, suck it, Arthedain, I suppose. Dunman Spears there. Actually, oh, goodness me, they're wearing chainmail. Very, very beefy boys. I do like the Dunman hunters there. I love the sort of the masks that they've got up. It does look really cool, but I just never use the unit. I always use the Rhudaur marksman instead, who I suppose, yeah, Rhudaur marksman, I do actually prefer their look. They're a bit cooler to me. But I'm really excited for the Arthedain Rangers to be changing their focus, because when I play Rhudaur, I don't really feel too much of a need for having a ranger, you know. But when Rangers will change to be, you know, they'll lose their body piercing and they'll be changing to something else entirely, I think I'll be using the Arthedain Rangers an awful lot more. Oh, how are these barrow wights doing? 167 now, but they're taking damage. Jeez, I'm really chuffed to bits with those Dunman Spears. I think they've done a very good job. But I'm sure Dale's not too worried right now. Ebon Spears coming forward, another fresh unit of Arthedain men at arms. But the thing is, these guys are routing, and they're going to be causing the morale debuff for like having units rout around you forever until they're cleared, which is not going to happen. And if they come back from routing, which again, that's not going to happen. They're sort of bugged out there, unfortunately. 1 unit of heavy goblin archers coming on into the fight now, just mixing it up with the Northmen, or well, I would say Numenorian descendants. I find it kind of weird to call them Northmen sometimes. Axes coming on in, still from the Scourge Raiders, hitting a lot of their own guys in the back though. I'd be holding fire with my axes right now. I think it's maybe a bit too early to be using that fire. Snag of skirms getting on into the stalkers. Now, that's an odd choice for me. Maybe it was an accident, but I guess he knows that he's got a lot of archers, and so he is being very free with his ammunition, but surely you wouldn't have to get that much closer to get the Scourge Raiders, which is what he's doing now. Yeah, okay, good. I think that was maybe his target all along, and it was just a little bit of fire trailing off into the Stalkers. But yeah, because that's great. Scourge Raiders, they lack a shield. They lack the elven ability to parry off some shots, so they are just that armor. Now, they received that armor upgrade, which is it's a very common thing to see for Angmar players, and it is very sensible. But an armor-piercing Snaga volley is going to hurt all the same. You very rarely see the Snaga not pay for themselves in a siege, or sometimes even in a field battle. You know, they'll usually do not too bad at all. First proper unit of Rhudaur coming forward, the Rhudaur swordsman. Not enough to tease out a shot from the catapult though. Perhaps that could end up being the defenders' undoing, their unwillingness to use a lot of their own ammunition, because they've been saving that themselves. You know, we've not seen that much in the way of Dale Bowman fire. Now, of course, as soon as the Dalian bows come forward to start unloading on this formation, that's when Misty will open up with his own archers. Speaking of that, they're firing now. What are they going for? Interesting. A few hits hitting the wall, but okay. Okay, I can see it. I can see why it's happening here. If you can drop a few of the Swordmasters, hell yeah. Very, very nice. But still, their main job there is to ward off the Dalian archers. And the nice thing about Rhudaur, even though they've got absolutely pathetic armor, their shields are actually quite good, you know, relatively. So if you can ensure that the enemy's just shooting you from the front, you can do okay. I'm going to grab a shot here just because I love those big hexagonal shields that the men of Rhudaur use. Really, really are cool to me. They use the Rhudaur swordsman as like the captain of a lot of Rhudaur units in Divide and Conquer. So that's fun to see them. Trolls of Gundabad mixing it up into the main fight now. Okay, cool. I do like defenders using trolls, you know, because they can just come in, win the day, and come out. And I also love them being like the, oh god, situation's a bit tenuous, get them in there, fix the situation, get out. You know, it really is nice to see. And what they actually did there was pretty cool. They kind of came in and like cleared out a section, and they opened up some space for axes to come flying in. That's a broken Fornaster Knight. At over 80 men, they broke. Now, they should come back from routing. Snag of Skirm's broken there too, that's not too surprising, but that's a bit shaky for the attackers on this side. Goblin infantry broke before they even made contact, and they're running through the defenders. Again, Sun won't be heartbroken, but that hurts. Evanham archers, they charge forward. This is a break. Okay, the defenders need to reorganize themselves here. We did actually bully some of these guys. We need some arrows into the troll slayers though. Do you have any arrows to give? I don't think we do. Are you sure? Dalian bows, are you guys out? I would maybe run over here and try to volley into the troll slayers, because they will. Yeah, or Scourge Raiders. I would say it's a worthy target myself. Yeah. Oh, Gundabad, what are you doing? Oh, I guess he's just killing a few more of the gobos, but yeah, he was just sort of smashing down Barrowites for a second. But no, that's some good stuff. And these dismounted Fornaster Knights, they got bugged out. Oh god, that's a bloody shame for the attackers there. That's a lot of power that they just lost to breaks and a few little bugs. We'll see. As I say, their power was in their ranged units, but they've just lost a lot of infantry. And now we can see some burning here. And this can only really have come from one source, being the catapult. Oh, there could be Witchers. There could be Witchers that I didn't see. But yeah, so I suppose possibly two, but it would be green fire that we'd see around, but not on the burning corpses. I'm pretty sure the burning corpses still burn, you know, yellow and red. Or orange, you could see as well. But yeah, Rhudaur swordsmen, don't mind. Dunman spears have done very, very well. So no blame for them running. when a catapult starts hammering them. But the Rhudaur swords should hold out all right. The Barding Herd, heavily armoured, but on this sort of slanted ground, this is the issue with holding this position with a phalanx, because you can't really use the power of your phalanx, which is multiple guys hitting away. Now, halberds don't really get that in the same way as pikes do, but it is a bit of a nuisance, just because, like, you know, the guy back here could maybe be hitting him, but he's higher up. Blackwood's coming screaming forward, and again, the halberds want to be used up against a heavily armoured unit, which Rhudaur doesn't really have much of. But the Blackwoods have made contact there, and they immediately have defeat as certain, which surprises me. I think that'll stabilise. I think unless we get arrows here. Please, do we have any bowmen? Because oh man, I'd be baited into shooting those Blackwoods. But I guess he's resistant. Duran is disciplined there. He is very, very disciplined. Over here. Yeah, we just had to stop. There was no point in just continuing to shovel forces forward, so we just needed to hold position, reform this, and use up more of our ammunition. It's unfortunate, but it's the only way they can do this. These guys are shaken before they even, like, connect with anything. Just, again, Barrow-wights are scary, a bunch of routing units in front of you, and then double taunts coming at you as well. So I really like the use of that. I think if the defender's going to win this, it will definitely be a lot of morale shocks that have come to play. Beastie's doing his part though, but the thing is, he's losing troops here. Slowly, but he's losing troops. And over on the other side, they are doing this more careful, cautious advance for a while. And we do not want Beastie to run out of steam before they're done on the other side too. These Swordmasters of Esgaroth are a damn good counter to the Blackwolds. Blackwolds may be 2 hit points, they may be locked morale, but they want to really crack into a nice heavily armoured foe, and Swordmasters are not. They're very nicely skilled. And of course they do have some armour as well. Axe throwers coming on in? That would be a nice thing, but I don't see where they're positioning themselves. Maybe here? No. Sometimes, I have actually done this before, where the enemy have, like, gotten a unit position, like, right there, and you can yeet your axes or your jabs, like, right into them. But, no. They're being more careful. Duran is not going to fall for that. So he's getting his guys over here. I don't know... what we got going on here? Reloading? Wow, that's a yeet. Did you get that paladin? Can you show me that again? Can you? Yay. There's only 1 or 2 of them. There's only 1 or 2 of them, but we're actually... this might be arrows. I would not use my arrows here. I think that's maybe a bit bold. Definitely not up against the paladins. And to be honest, throwing axes as well. I'd feel bad using them against paladins. Just because of how heavily armored paladins are. What we got? Barrowit's still standing. It looks like we actually pulled out. Hopefully we didn't rout off again. No, Peacekeepers are just moving away. Peacekeepers are moving away. There's nothing. There's no infantry here. We're getting shot at. Oh God, imagine if there were some fire arrows or poison ammunition. That would be the end of it. Yeah, Dale doesn't have any poison ammo. And you would need the Barding Marksmen, who will be on the field. We've got so many Dalian bows, we must have some Barding Marksmen too. Because they can use fire ammunition. I think the Royal Guard can use it as well, but the Royal Guard has the General. He does not. Maybe they can then. Maybe they can. That's the only thing about when I play as Cardlin, because I always put my General in with the Hearthguard of Amon Sul. And that means his rally ability overwrites the ability to use fire ammunition. So playing as Cardlin, I don't actually have a fire arrow unit, which hurts sometimes, but I don't really use fire ammunition too much because I fear, usually, when I use fire ammunition, I'm going to get a friendly fire hit or 2. And that's going to hurt my morale as much as it's going to hurt the enemy unit's morale. So it's just, I see that a lot from people, like, friendly firing their own, like, allies. Oh, that's a devastating thing when you friendly fire your ally. And just caused this morale hit. And maybe that was just the thing that tipped them from wavering to routing. We're coming in hard though with Beastie's Rhudaur forces. Maybe I think that this is going to be tempting another catapult shot from Duran. But it's messy now. It's really messy over here, and I think there's a very, very decent chance of missing. We're getting defeat though. Dalian spears coming in to reinforce the line. I think if we're doing something, we either need ammunition. Yep, okay. Catapult is opening. Opening up. Oh. Nice fiery shot. That's a good hit. I thought they would. I really expected them to rack up some friendly fire there, but they did not. The Black Wolves immediately in there. There we go. Right. That was a lot of friendly fire. Actually, maybe not. It was a bit. It was a bit, but that was largely enemy troops too. That was only friendly fire though. Oh wait, who was that? These guys. These. Oh, barrow whites. Oh god. Fuck. Again, good hit here. Not so great hit there. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, we're getting it used, and we kind of need to because, yeah, Dalian bows opening up. Dunman Hunters no doubt responding. That was a good one. That was a really good one. That wasn't too not so great, but yeah. I mean, in Moria, if it's not a friendly fire hit, it's a good hit. You know, it's a hit to be celebrated. But yeah, no, that's shaky though. There was one. To be honest, there were two nasty ones. One where a lot of barrow whites dropped, and one sort of right in the thick of some swordmasters and barding herd. So, or barding herd, I think. I'm never sure. Over here, we're actually, yeah, okay. Scourge Raiders are getting out there in amongst the Troll Slayers. That's quite a good fight for the Scourge Raiders, in all honesty. Even though the Troll Slayers are 2 hit points. We've got some trolls there. Actually, those trolls of Gunbad will die very quickly to Troll Slayers, as is their nature. But yeah, ooh, goblins. I'd feel really bad if somebody, because like with the, come on dude, it's one of your favourite units. Why are you not saying it? The Troll Hunters of, where are you boys? Where are you? Javelineers. Oh well, somebody. Angmar Troll Hunters, yeah. Because these guys are actually not great at killing trolls. Well, I don't know. If you get a good volley on them, like, trolls will go down, but yeah. I would hate to see somebody just grab that and like send them into melee up against a full unit of trolls, just hoping they would do something. There it goes. Ooh. Yeah, okay, good. Barding. Okay, so it's Barding, and then Herd, and then it's like Bardian archers, I think. I get them flipped around all the time. But yeah, then Dunman Hunters there. That's not bad, actually. As long as the guys in the back are not just sending their arrows right into the cliff, or into the ground, which they might be. You? Fire. No, you didn't. Good man. Good. Yeah, super stuff there. Actually, he's getting some good effective fire. Yeah, see, I think Beasties do not too bad, but Scourge Raiders actually, oh no, thought those guys were Scourge Raiders, but no. Ooh, Snow Trolls actually came sprinting on in. Caused a bit of damage. 3 Scourge Raiders getting stuck in the fight with the Evanham Archers. Evanham Archers will take them out though. Probably suffer a casualty or 2 though. Although it looks like they've got the what's it, the lawnmower strategy going and just stun locking them over and over and over again, and that'll be just what's needed. And a big troll has come in just to finish it off. Actually, oh, that's actually the troll of Gundabad. I thought he was a snow troll for a second. Come on, snow trolls, smash him. Yeah, they're getting him sorted. Oh, phone rang at a very inopportune time, just as this troll fight has. Unfortunately, that troll got backstabbed more than a fight. Might have been an archer that finished him off, but I'm sure that'll be a weight off the attacker's minds over here, that they no longer have those trolls of Gundabad hammering around their lines. Oh dear, those barrow whites are bloodied though. And bloodied all the way across the forces too, so they have taken some good damage. Now, I'm worried here. Beastie's made some good ground. He's actually done some great killing. But, oh, that's a shame. Yeah, but yeah, he's actually done some really good killing. But I just fear he's suffered a lot of losses doing it, and his allies on the other side are still quite, you know, they're pacing themselves a fair bit. And as I say, he's most certainly not. So he's either going to have to just find his position and set up, and oh damn, 114 Rhudaur clansmen there just busted. Still some barding herd, just holding the line back, and these 50, there's still 50 barrow-wights just pressed up against this corner, backed up by some out of ammunition Dalian bows, which have received an armor upgrade. So yeah, that's a nice thing. I really like that about Dale's archers. Like they're all hybrid units really. That as soon as they are done their ammunition, they're as good as infantry. I love to have them on the walls of a siege, you know, a siege of Dale, preferably, when the enemy jumps up and you actually, you know, try to get an easy kill, and then suddenly all of your archers lace them on down. Spooky little faces on those barrow-wights. I keep saying it, I've said it a dozen times. I really like that they're blue, and they have this sort of dark turquoise color in place of the black color that they used to be, the color that sort of the Witchers have now. So no, it was a damn good. Whoever sort of made that sort of creative decision there is really solid. Now they're just pouring ammunition into the barrow-wights though, and I think it's they know the threat that they pose to their morale, and how long it's going to take for them to actually, you know, cut them down. So they are just like using their ammo straight in their face. But I'd maybe be tempted to get a crossbow unit up here to do that. I suppose there is a crossbow unit right here doing it. That's fair. But I think that the archers maybe, you know, should hold their fire and just let the crossbows rinse them themselves, just so that it's not wasting their damage on such a heavily armored unit. Now, I'm really, yeah, Duran's done a damn good job. That he's got some nice catapults, and he's been slicing these guys down, but there's still a fair bit left. Looks like these guys did come back from routing, which is very good for Beastie, but as we can see, what has he got? Clansmen, axemen, double axe throwers there, one pretty beaten down, berserkers, troll hunters, and pikes with some enslavers too. We'll see. You know, he's not got an endless amount of reserves remaining, whereas Dale, oh god, holy smokes, surely they're not all dead. I think they've just been pulled elsewhere. I don't know, maybe. Oh, I guess he has done a fair bit of killing, hasn't he? Oh well. He might be doing okay. Barrow-wights soaking up this damage. I see, this is how I thought they would deal with the barrow-wights. Just, you know, use their crossbows because they have a hell of a lot of them. But the defenders, like, I'm sure the defenders are okay with it. Those barrow-wights have served their purpose, and every crossbow bolt they take, they are still serving their purpose. So it's not so bad that they're doing it this way. As painful as it is to lose them so quickly. Yeah, Arthedain archers there getting a shot into these Scourge Raiders. Just a few of them on the corner are taking the brunt of it though, so that's alright. The Scourge Raiders never seem to be done from back in the wind. I think he definitely had 3 units off them. Ah, there is a unit of Witchers hidden in here. So that is interesting too. I mean, with the amount of issues that the attackers over here have had with their morale, a good Witcher blast could be the end of it. And it does look like, I mean, Clatati's still got a fair force. He's still got his pikes. And that's it. No, Clatati's used up a lot of troops. He's got his wardens to the north and some men-at-arms. Okay, no, it's about a 50-50 split. I thought it was mainly the Misty Mountain boys that were alive here, but no, it is about a 50-50 split still. Now, they have been sharing the brunt of this damage. These crossbows are done though, and I mean, yeah, a lot of dead barrow-wights, a lot of injured barrow-wights. Don't know. They're just good at sponging. Really, really good at sponging. Now that catapult, it's not done of course, but it will have used up a fair bit of its ammo. So, okay, so Beastie has dropped to 50%. What's the... Okay. Right, attackers are ahead. But, attackers are ahead with using up so much ammo. Whereas the defenders still have a bit, arguably, and a lot of what the attackers have lost are Rhudaur forces. Now, of course, Rhudaur forces are not quite as good as most, but they're better than man for man. They're generally better than the Orcs and the Misty Mountains. Certain circumstances, of course. Trollshire Axe Throwers game. Yeah, this it's quite good in some ways to have like such a small unit because you can do these things with them, and they're still gonna like throw the same amount of axes. They're just gonna do it slower. Their DPS is lowered, but their actual damage at the end of it doesn't have to be, as long as they've got time. They're gonna need some protection though, because the Barrow-wights are right next to them, and there's nothing else here to protect the marksmen. We've got nothing running through that door, Beastie. Oh dear, there's nothing coming in. I suppose he might be looking at the other side of the battlefield, or he was going to be running away anyway. Ah, those axe throwers are gone. Yeah, they're not coming back. Not with 9 men. So hopefully they didn't have too many axes left. Yeah, it looks like Duran has slowly been sending...
The enemy is no longer in command.
No, these guys have been here for a long time. I was going to say he's slowly been sending troops over this way, but no, those guys have been there for a while. No trolls battering down some stalkers that came out to menace the Evan the Marchers. Arrow fire coming in to deal with them too. They'll be racking up the odd shot of friendly fire, but snow trolls won't mind that too much. That's okay. Goblin infantry were there too to chase away the snag of stalkers. A nice clash of titans when the goblin infantry go toe to toe with snag of stalkers. That really is a battle for the ages, that. But yeah, okay, still endless axes for boys coming into Evan the Archers. Now the problem is they're wavering, and we're looking. You know, these guys might end up breaking. Oh, doof. Yeah, we'll see. It's scary for them. Okay, coming back on here. Catapults waiting. Blackshot Dragon Slayers have appeared now. Some Sword Masters coming back from routing. Warmed up, so they have been rested fully. And ready to rip apart some more men of Rhudaur. And the push has ceased. We can see what remains. Some bows, some Barding Herd, some Dalian Paladins, and some Barrows. So the Barding Herd have actually taken a beating. But no, I think, yeah, that's why he didn't send in reinforcements. I suppose Beastie was planning to just hold for a while, which is fair. Yeah, definitely considering, as I say, his allies across the way, they're back into their skirmishing mode, and they will be for a little while. We're just gonna go to 2 times speed for a little bit, just as we unload on them. Snag of skirms there, hurling their jabs. Again, Evan the March. What are we going for with the Evan the Marchers? The Goblin Infantry backing us up. Only 1 or 2 of them fighting. I think a lot of them have actually have got goblins in the way. Still the taunting of the Scourge Raiders. But coming back on over. No? Right, okay. I do worry, like, Duran, what else do you have there? You got the dismounted Earls of Dale, and alongside a pretty much full unit of Barding Herd.
Our enemy has command of the castle.
Yes, of course they do. They're just still in control of it. There might be something hidden here, but I don't think so. That genuinely might be it. Dragon shots, black shots are a 2 hit point unit, damn good enough in a melee engagement, and scary at range too. Especially, they will be wanting to hunt down something like the Enslavers, who are unshielded and just, bam, head nicely armoured, just getting at them. But Royal Guard, they can go either way, and a few Stalkers there too. I think with what Beastie's got left, he could breach it. If he comes forward hard and gets a bit lucky with the catapult, he could breach it. But it's an all go. Beastie's ability to... Let's jump back for a second. Beastie's ability to skirmish is finished. He's got to be coming in there, and coming in there pretty damn hard. I mean, the Troll Slayers, Troll Hunters even, they could do okay. They could advance and skirmish. Oh, those Rhudaur archers are still, yeah, but nah, I don't know. Like, he can't just go in there willy-nilly and fight the lines. When he does come in, he has to be coming through with the intention to breach it. The Berserkers are good. I love them. I really like the Berserkers, but they will die in droves to a more exceptional bodyguard unit. You know, but they're beefier. They're a large bodyguard unit. They really are. Oh, what are you guys doing? Still taking armor-piercing fire now, as Sun continues to use up his jabs. It's what they need to do. It might not be too exciting, and I'm sorry about that, but because of the armies that they've brought, this is the only way that they can have any real hope of success. You know, I know the balance of power says we're doing, and the percentage of kills makes it seem like we're doing really, really well. This is a very tenuous situation right now, and okay, looks like Platati has maybe had enough, and he's coming forward. Anything more? Men-at-arms, spears. Still a full unit of crossbows there, still a full unit of archers there too. Crossbows, just, yeah, 2 full units of crossbows just ready, or near enough full, ready to be thrown into the meat grinder. Okay. Towards the north, they've not fired a shot as far as I can tell. Now, pikes. Pikes backed up with some men-at-arms, that'll be alright. But, Barding Herd, okay. That'll close the distance with the pikes, without a doubt. And it's a very good quality of halberds, so... But the Arthedain pikes are not bad at all. So, we'll see. We'll see. And they've actually received an armor upgrade. I like that. Yeah. I really, yeah, I always support really giving the Arthedain pikes an armor upgrade. Just because they'll do some good work for it. And it sets them apart from a lot of the other, like, mid-tier pikes. Just that extra little bit of armor just elevates them up above. Now, even with that halberd, yes, it's armor piercing, but it only takes out half the armor value. It's not all of it. Armor still counts. I remember a lot of my earlier videos, the way I always talked about armor piercing, I made it seem like armor piercing just negates armor. It doesn't. It lowers it by half. Heavily armored units are still scary, no matter what you're fighting with. They're having to defeat a certain though. For now, that might settle in time. Still a few Barrow-wights lurking around, so even though we're getting some good snag of skirmisher, like volleys, trying to target the Barding Herd, I'm sure, the Barrow-wights are still grabbing those javelins for their allies, just snatching them up out of the sky and just devouring them. Oh, I love this. It's of course, it is just a low mass glitch, but I just enjoy it, and I like to kind of imagine it is the ghostly essence of the Barrow-wights, just darting back and forth amongst the forces and appearing right in the middle of the enemy forces. It's cool. It feels nice and thematic for me that they can do that with their low mass. Oof, getting yeeted around there. Opening up. I think the defenders are starting to be aware that yeah, we are down on numbers a fair bit now, but we are definitely up on ammunition. So I'm seeing Duran and these are Snag Stalkers. I thought they were Snag Archers, but yeah, Duran is definitely being a little bit more liberal with his ammunition at this point. Blackwatch Legion, very solid, highest individual mass unit in the game, so that's really nice, and armor piercing. Guardians of Carn-Dûm as well behind them, who are very nice too. No armor upgrades for either of the units. Yeah, I think they look better without it, in all honesty. Even though, damn, they are good with it. You know, I think the Blackwatch Legion, without an armor upgrade, they're one of my favorite looking units. With an armor upgrade, they're still looking freaking good, but... Yep, Beastie's showing patience. He is showing some good patience. That yeah, there's a lot of morale buff in here. Enslavers have a morale buff. The General, who is in with the Enslavers... No. He is in with... Not with the... Where's your General, Beastie? Probably, now that I'm thinking of it, he might have it in with, a... Where's your General? Am I just missing him? Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he is in with the Enslavers. I've actually, I have done some crazy stuff at times with Rhudaur, and actually put my General in with, Rhudaur Clansmen. You know, just to look after him so that I can use everything else really, really freely. and I don't have to worry about like losing my general randomly in the fight, as long as I can keep them safe. But you know, I think I talked about that in the very last battle. No, the very last siege battle. I talked about that with the Gondorian player, Sean of Gondor. Yeah, he was general with the swordmasters of Cairandrels. Ravenhelms, Cairandrels. That's what I'm thinking of. Heavy Goblin Spears coming up. AP Spears. Not in Shield Wall though. So they are going to shunt their way in and sort of in amongst all of the Arthedain pikes. But when you do have the more solid phalanx, you kind of want it to be as rigid a fight as possible. You don't really want to push your own men forward. Your own guys are like, no, Goblin. Let me stay away from the enemy. I want to stab them with my long spear. And this little gobble spear is like pushing me forward. It's like, no. I want to stab them. But no, so it's a bit of a nuisance sometimes. But that's sort of what's happening here. But luckily the pikes are like managing to worm themselves away and keep stabbing at their full distance.
Our foe has taken control of the castle.
Of course they have an outsert. Shut up. What? Of course. I don't know, I think it's just whenever they like move something in there when they've not had anything in there for a while. Catapult's being moved back. Okay, that's interesting. Because that catapult was the main thing that I was really scared about for Beastie's assault. Because he gets one or two like good hits with that catapult, it's done, it's finished. No chance, Beastie. But the fact that that is going away now, he could come screaming in. So the question is, when is he going to do so? Because I mean, the attackers on this side don't have endless manpower to keep that up forever. They can keep it up for a while, but especially once these heavy goblin crossbows get in the fight, they'll take a long while to die. Blackbat Mountain Berserkers though, and I don't think we've got an elite. Witchers, of course, too. But apart from that, we don't have like an elite to counter that. Apart from, I suppose, Blackwatch Legion in the back there, but it's not what you want. Thala Ranger's ripping this open now. Ouch. Okay, yeah, I think this is probably the best chance they're going to get, you know, so maybe that is what they want. Arthedain Marksmen, though, might be able to get in range to shoot back at the Thala Rangers. I think they are. Really, they're in range. You're not a bad ranged archer there. Oh no! Don't get any closer. Don't get any closer. A few of them like wanting to creep on up. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. I don't know why they're doing that. But yeah, axes coming flying on forward too. Royal Guard being pulled back here, but still with their bows out. That is where the general is. Of no, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, I crossed that bridge earlier actually. Let me just move my foot back to 6. Of course, use a standing desk, so I've got a nice little pad below me. But sometimes I think it's just because I shuffle around. As I'm doing this, I'm sort of stepping side to side, and it kind of just slowly shimmies it around and out of the way. Rhudaur Marksman leading the charge there. Of course, they're just moving up into a position to shoot, but it's going to. Ooh, interesting stuff, Duran. He's actually responding to this now. I suppose Beastie's been caught off guard by the fact he's done that. Because what I would have maybe wanted to do is have him respond as the rest of my troops are coming forward. No, he's falling back. I say Rhudaur is fast. Rhudaur is very fast to attack, very fast to kill you, but also very fast to die with. Where's that catapult gone? Oh, is it going all the way down here? It is. Interesting. Okay. Right, well, the thing is, when Beastie does come forward, that catapult can't get over there in time. Not a chance. It's got a long, long way to go. So, I'm sure he'll be very pleased, but Cortate and Sun will be crying as that is merged, because they've had the Rangers to deal with, and now they've also got this catapult appearing too, so... Guardians of Karn Doom coming on around, they're gonna take a while to die.
The chance for us to regain control of the castle is almost gone.
Great to hear. Snag of Skirms coming on forward, it's just numbers really. More Snag of Skirms there. I think, yeah, no, they're out of ammunition too. Warns the north though. The Blackbat Mountain Berserkers are right in the gateway. Oh! Warns of the north. shooting into the catapult, maybe. But, oh, well, here we come. Miss. Ooh, that was a damn good hit. Second one too. Break from the skirms. They didn't actually lose that many men, but just seeing so many men around them die. Yeah, I think that was a good one. Probably did rack up a kill or two against the... Oh, there's snag on both sides. That makes things really... Snag of stalkers there and snag of skirms running around. I thought that these guys were like deep into enemy formations, but no. And as much as I do like the Arthedain men-at-arms, the dismounted Earls of Dale are a step above most standard men-at-arms. They are very, very heavily armoured. Now, you pay for that. I think they're like, what, 750 or something? Whereas your standard men-at-arms is somewhere in the region of 550. So, you know, you do pay for that additional skill and armour, but, you know, they're damn good. Black shots. Oh, you know, Dalian Paladins pulling back now. They didn't break, though. Those Rhudaur marksmen. Rhudaur clansmen coming forward. I don't know, maybe it's time to start thinking about an attack, Beastie. He obviously is, and he's prepping for it, but... You know, it's going to be... The time is approaching. Because his allies, they keep taking nasty-ass catapult hits like that. They might be goners. Surely that catapult's almost out, though. Can't have much more ammo left. But yeah, the armor-piercing fire from the Wardens of the North can actually damage these equipment. But it's just very accurate fire into the catapult crew itself. Now, if I was Duran, because I think that catapult's almost out of ammo, I'd probably accept this. I'd maybe spread my guys out. But I'd probably welcome this, because I'd much rather they use up that, you know, exceptional fire against my catapult crew, who are almost finished their purpose, rather than, spreading out, rather than shooting at my elite units in the later stages of this game. Oh dear. Maybe, you know, there's a chance that actually staying close together could have been better. He's actually pulling his catapult crew away. So maybe, I mean, he's possibly got more ammo than I thought. But yeah, just running away like that's solid, because if he tried to run away with the catapult, that would take ages, and he would get shot up like crazy. So just leave it there. That's not a problem. It's not going anywhere. Maybe because they were hitting the catapult with their armor-piercing arrows, and it wasn't taking any damage. So maybe I'm mistaken with that. I've seen people kill artillery before though with armor-piercing fire. So it's possibly you know, only certain types or something like that. I'll need to maybe look into it. Rhudaur clansmen there chasing away the Dalian bows again. Yeah, I mean, is it time for the clash? Are we thinking about it? Looks like it. I would hate to see these Rhudaur clansmen make contact and end up routing before anybody else really got to them. Because this is a lot of stuff that they're fighting. There's only one barding herd left in reserve. I suppose you could always say that these bowmen are in reserve, who won't be long out until they're out of ammo. And the black shots are definitely ready to go. So we don't want to send... Oh, victory is certain there. Jeez, oh, I suppose they're quite a good unit to be going toe-to-toe with the barrel lights. You know, they just have, for a spearman, for like a mid-tier spear, they have a lot of damage. Arthedain pikes are coming. It's not actually tempting any fire. Bows opening up now, though. Arthedain pikes, though, they are shielded. So that's something. Not enough to tempt a shot from the black shots, though. But the Dalian bows will try their hand at it. And that morale buff is going to keep the Rhudaur clansmen in line for a bit longer. The good sort of Dunedain or Númenorian descendant Arthedain are enough to do that to these wild men. I like that from Duran, trying to use the catapult to like hide his rangers. Who again, I think are probably getting pounded by the Wardens of the North. Oh wow! I didn't even... Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now of course... Oh! Fuck. Now, routing, you can't do damage. No. Oh my goodness me. All those guys are just getting up. That's funny. It's like, damn, it's like the scene in, what is it, Season 5 Game of Thrones? When, spoiler. When, the Night King, like, clicks his fingers and all the boys in Hardhome, like, stand up. You know, that's what that sort of looked like there. Yeah, so Drake Broodlings bolting away there from the fight, but very scary. Blackwatch Legion scaring them back, no doubt. And throwing their allies around, but not doing any damage to them. Had they been... Because the thing is, yeah, they're cavalry, they're not elephants. So, like, had they been elephants, had they been running amok, then they would have hurt their friends. But they don't do that. As sort of heavy cav or whatever they are classed as, they just knock them down. Snow Troll's bashing away. This one remaining Snow Troll, all of his brothers in arms fallen, so he's just going to be the last. He'll survive a while up against the very low damage of the Barrow-wights, though. The captain of the Snaggist, I love that. Oh, no, he... Get up, no. I was hoping the captain of the Snaggist Stalkers would do some good work. But no, he's got his brothers there, trying to help him out. Then, spreading the Scourge Raiders. Yeah, okay. Now that I know they've got Drake Broodlings, that's interesting, because they could barrel straight on through this now. The really low mass of the Barrow-wights, they could just run like it's nothing. And that's what they've got on the front line here now. They're going to be coming over with something, no doubt. Blackwatch Legion pulled out, so they can be useful. Oh, fantastic! This is good. Okay, Snow Troll there tearing some people up. Thala Rangers pulling out, but the Blackwatch Legion will beat them down. But very impressive. I think that cavalry might die with the shots that's coming in. They're coming in, sorry, and the Snow Trolls, not like a little cave troll or anything. He's racking up kills. But yeah, no, Blackwatch Legion there to sort that out for us. What's Rhudaur up to? Okay, he's kind of doing... I didn't think this would be possible. I really thought that you've got two ways of doing this. Well, I thought you only really had one way of doing this, which was coming with everything. But he's doing all right with the clansmen and the pikes doing, you know, toe-to-toe together. It is baiting out some shots from the Dragon Slayers. It's getting those bowmen to use up some ammo. And they've still got their bows out though, but they just went into a relaxed stance, so they have been firing. Maybe they were stressed out like that because they were getting shot at though. Could be. So you can do this, but should you? See, I was really thinking he'd come forward and just blitz. Maybe he just doesn't want to do that right now. Catapult fire, Witcher fire. Yeah, this is the green flame of the Witchers. They don't have the warrens to the north to hide from too. They can show themselves a little bit more freely. Troll Slayers though, they'll eat them up. They will eat those boys alive. The Witchers still, yeah, they've been pulled back here. There's 11 of them still, so that's all right. Still pretty tanky boys. Barrow-wights still 147 Barrow-wights, but their other unit is just about gone, or gone entirely already.
They have lost half their men.
One of the enemies down to 50%. Blackwatch Legion coming down. How is the catapult crew? 5 of them. That's enough to use 2 cat. Oh, okay. They're down to 1. They're down to 1 catapult. It's gonna take them a minute to work that out. He's got to come over here, dude. Good. And the banner carrier, he can't operate it. So one more of these guys dies. That's it. They're finished. So definitely worth a shot or two still. I think they're going to get one more blast off though before they go down. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I'm sure Duran's just trying to do what he can with it. Yeah, reload. The thing is, if he turns around and start running away, he will expose himself to a perfect shot. And there's nothing shooting at him. Maybe they're content with this fact that, like, there's only one. I keep fighting the urge to call it a gun, guys. Yeah, there's only one artillery piece left. What's running off over here? Just a quick we'll get some air outside for a second. Some poor gobble spears running off. And the zoom back inside. Oh damn, yeah, we're looking straight up, aren't we? Yeah, it's okay. Anyway. Okay. Pikes coming in, 123 pikes. I'm surprised at how sort of fragile they're letting this line become. I think that could be scary for them. Because they're having some good damage done against them now. Oh, I guess that's why they're doing it. Like, if they get over here and they get a good shot, but they get a bunch of friendly fire against barrow wights, hey, it's alright, but if they get a bunch of friendly fire against something a bit more impressive. Dunedain Troll Slayers, do you have any more ammo? You do. You gotta be careful. But, hey, counter battery fire going on here against the Troll Slayers. That's a shame, because those are all 2 hit point units. And losing so many of them like that, that hurts.
Our enemy has command of the castle.
But they are responding. Are they responding to the Witchers, though? Yeet. Yeah, responding to the Witchers. 1 down, 1 definitely hurt. So, okay. Not bad, but that's a shame. But still, the main push is working out alright. Capital Crew, holding fire by the looks of things. I really like it when I've only got 1 artillery piece left. You can do some fancy stuff with it then. Black shots opening up. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, alright. Troll hunters. Dude, if you want to shoot my troll hunters, go for it. Yeah, I think that's alright. Like, I'd rather they shoot my troll hunters than anything else I've really got right now. Yeah, they're like a perfect little archer bait. Really, even of course armor piercing archer fire like the dragon shots. It's just I prefer they shoot them rather than my enslavers. That's what scares me. Now of course he'll save his ammunition. He'll save some shots for the enslavers, no doubt. Oh, good little push. Now this is, even though he's not wanting to like break through this formation, this is the lovely thing about having such a high mass unit. You just get stuck right in the enemy's face when they've got a phalanx or something. You just barrel yourself right in there and crack them over the head. And that's really what's happening to these poor Arthedain pikes. Yeah, good high damage from that. Warns the North coming in to sort this out, which they will be able to do. Even being outnumbered so badly, they should be fine with that, but the men-at-arms are going to make sure it's done efficiently. Cave Troll Drummers battering away. They're an okay distance, yeah. I'd maybe want them like closer if possible, but there's something at the end of this. They're not locked morale though. Little Cave Troll Drummers, they're lovers, not fighters. They just little musician boys. Oh, Duran's actually falling back. Interesting. Okay. Rhudaur Pike's broken there. They should surely. Yeah, they returned. They returned. Oh wait. Oh, he had 2 units. Oh no, Berserkers. I was confusing them with the Berserkers. That's fine. Yeah, no. The 17 Pikes are not going to be returning. Oh dear. Yeah, they're getting blasted. Black shots opening up. Still, enslavers are here. That's who you want to go for. Just a few very brave barrow wights holding the line there, so we're just gonna run past them. That's the best thing for it. The temptation is to run up this way, where there's there's nothing really in the way, and they can't really get as good a shot on you here as they can if you're running up that way. Now the issue with that is as you're running over here, they're gonna shoot you, whereas you can just get stuck in right across that bridge. So I can see why he's doing this, but I would have definitely wondered going up that sideway. Just force them to reposition. By the time they reposition over here, you're sprinted to like here maybe. Who knows? Perhaps I'm vastly overestimating that. No. But still, you'd be up the ramp. You'd be fighting them on flat ground. More jabs coming in from Sun, right into these barrow wights. Scourge Raiders coming in as well. Oh, those. Okay, they've reorganized. They have reorganized. And they're doing not too bad here. Skirmishers, Troll Slayers. Okay. Rounds of Carndom there, and still 10 Witchers. Who, you know, get Onazgo if you really want, after they've used up their ammo. Generals in amongst. Oh god, ouch. General just took a volley for his boys. Oh dear. Now the Troll Slayers want some revenge. They're locked morale though. These guys are, they're used to facing down certain death at the hands of a troll, so they're not too bad with that. Pulling back, still the is the general alive? Yeah, he is, but that general's hurt, as are the Witchers, and their ability to be used as I say, Ghetto Nazgul later on in the game is quickly depleting. When I say that term, I just, they're all right. they can get some decent kills, you know, if you get them in melee when they're healthy enough. Okay, Misty definitely did the right thing by just sprinting right on up here. Yeah, he had managed to bait out enough shots from Duran. Yeah, he's stuck right in the thick of this. And that's going to be requiring some attention. A Royal Guard here. I don't know, there's a lot of elite units here. If those Berserkers can use up their ammo, that changes things. But, scary, scary. Fireball hurtling toward... Yeah, it's... I suppose he was going for the crossbows. There's... The possible targets are getting fewer and fewer over here for this catapult. I'd maybe... I don't know, maybe go for the marksman. I just think no matter what, you're not gonna... Well, you might break them in all honesty. So... Oh. Yep, burning down the front line there is a good idea too, but risky. Very risky. Yeah, too risky for me. I wouldn't do it. Oh wow, they're having... It's the Wardens, I guess. Okay, it's changed now. Sorry, what was that? Burning? No, it's another sort of relative mess over here. Yeah, well, lots of spears come in now. But now that their home is threatened, got to do something about this real soon. Oh, good stuff with the Dalian bows there. Wreaking some havoc into these guys. Not armor-piercing fire, of course, but very high damage fire. Dropping the General of Rhudaur, as I say, with a morale buff there. Yeah, lots and lots of morale buffers, and, I mean, the Trollshire Axe Throwers are shaken, but the Enslavers are not going to go anywhere anyway. You know, they should stand and fight for a long-ass time. As they're grinding their way through this. Dealing bows, yeah, hurting them, for sure. Is there any pressure being applied to the other side? No, like, if he split up his forces, he might just be, like, asking to be broken. Over here is the thing. So it's fair enough, but you could see the temptation to just grab, like, the Berserkers. Yeah, the Arthedain Berserkers and bring them around the other side, where they might have a bit more freedom to use up their ammo, but then you'd arguably just charge them with something, and, you know, defeats the purpose then. But that's the only unit I would send over there if it was down to me. Oh. So I thought they had broken through, but they had broken and they've run through. Now, they might come back though. These 91 men might actually return to the fight. And that would be funny. Terrible for the defenders, but funny. There they are. They're back, and they're fresh and eager. It was absolutely, it was a fake. They absolutely just faked them out. I suppose there wasn't much holding them back either way, but that was very good for the attackers. But he has not noticed Clatati. You need to get them into action. Just shut down the Rangers, shut down the catapult. Catapult's already gone. Or preferably, grab those up, grab those Witchers. They could provide a real thorn for the rest of this attack. Gardens of Carndom have arrived though, and that's something else that the Enslavers have to deal with, and I think it's going to be a bit too much for them, in all honesty. Yep, Berserkers there, that's a nice target for the Dalian bows, just very lightly armoured, for the quality, but they are going to be hitting them from the front, so again, that big hexagonal shield is going to deflect a good bit of damage. Troll Hunters though are returning the favour, and that's going to be very upsetting for Duran as he pulls back. Yeah, and evacuates that situation. Interesting. Yeah, unshielded Royal Guard, so not fun for them. They were definitely suffering a lot more damage than they were giving out in that little duel. Infidem Archers still breaking. They're not going to come back. These guys will just bump into that line. Maybe, if we're lucky, they might go to fighting to the death and just kind of, I suppose a fighting to the death unit might provide a rear attacking morale buff. Or debuff, sorry. Arthedain Berserkers attacking there. Yeah, this was going quite well for the Rhudaur forces, but with the arrival of the Guardians, it's over. But the Witchers are here. Shortly behind the Witchers, some Athala Rangers. Dalian Royal Guard moving forward, trying to block up this passageway before the Evendom Spears arrive. What would I say? I don't know. The Deceivers. have turned up, and they're going to be getting stopped. They don't want to get them a chance to rear charge. So now Misty is just about gone, the last of his, but these berserkers will fight to the finish, and those troll hunters will do quite nicely as well. But now that there's not any, okay, this might go a different way, because all of those guardians came around. I know they couldn't have like worked too well. I know they wouldn't have known what the other person was about to do, but if I had seen those Royal Guard going in to intercept the Evendom Spears, I would have maybe I would have turned the Guardians back to slam into the Rhudaur advance. But I think the Rhudaur advance is not too much. Well, there's not much left of it. As those Angmar Troll Hunters break. Looks like they were maybe trying to just charge through. That's too bad. If they were able to survive just a little bit longer until Clotate and Sun had been in position, but it looks like instead of just charging willy-nilly forward, they've decided to come in slow. And I think that's better. Yeah, I think they're better off doing it slowly, carefully, rather than just wildly shunting themselves in there. I think that... Oh, there's not much left. Oh, he was in with the black shots. That's where the general was. Oh, he's dropping another bowman. Only 2 left. Where's the other one? Be these guys reacting up here, that's why I was just checking. The Witchers are still in position.
Victory will be ours.
Yeah. Okay, no, dropped another one. Oh, that's the banner carrier of the Berserkers, I see. He just looked like a random little man of Dunman. Or a little Dunman man. Ah, that's the last true Berserker fallen. And he is, he will not be far off. Yeah, his little axe, though, will have armor piercing. Very nicely crafted axe. If you could get out of this stun lock, you could maybe drop one of these guys, but I don't see that happening. I think the Elven, not the Elven skill, perhaps the Elven taught skill, partially, off the human there, will win out. Crossbows. Oh, fantastic. Those crossbows could blast those dragon slayers before they can run out of their way. Just, he did actually kill one. Well done, you scoundrel. Yeah.
Armies running from the field.
But that's the last of Rhudaur.
Bury our men before all is lost.
I think, yeah. I mean, he did very, very well. So we'll see. Unfortunately, guys, we're not quite fast enough, but they've gotten through due to all the troops that had to sort of be pulled off that side, and he has dealt a lot of blows to them. So the Royal Guard are here now in the fight. I think the defenders are really hoping that those Witchers can pull something off. If they can, awesome. If not, we'll see. Warns of the north there coming on in. Still, the general amongst the Arthedain men marksmen there is an interesting choice as well. Been a lot of that recently. The past few battles, I think it's getting more common for people to put their general in with standard units and just try and keep them safe. I get it. Yeah, like as I said earlier in this battle, like it's what I used to do a lot more than I do now. But I kind of like my general being able to be a bit of a beefcake and crack down a few, crack a few skulls open, really. But yeah, each to their own, I suppose. We have over here some Evendom Spear Captain. Actually, is that yeah, that is the Captain of the Evendom Spears going toe-to-toe with a Royal Guard. And it looks like the Guardians of Carndum are kind of just letting them do it. They're not really bothering about this fight. Just sort of pushing them back, really. But, problem is, had this been here, like, I'm not blaming the defenders at all, like, this was a very quickly formed defensive line, but, you know, had they been able to just set it up a little ways back, these Witchers could be getting a good shot in. But right now, if the Witchers wanted to come over here, they'd be getting blasted by a crossbow. Not that maybe they want to anyway, or goodness me, a jav would be horrific. There's a really nice Moria siege that I'm still really proud of to this day. It was in the last version of the mod, but I was playing as hobbits, the Shire folk, because they're a lot more powerful in the previous version than they are now. Even with the eagles, that armor piercing stab from the hobbitry in arms was god tier. And I was attacking, and I managed to secure this position before the defenders' counterattack flooded through here. So I was able to just like sit up here and blast them with all of my crossbows. It's a really nice fight, actually. I really, really enjoyed that one. But anyway, I won't spoil it in case anybody wants to go watch it. So anyway, we've got the Guardians doing what they can. But the Wardens of the North are there, and it is just the swarm of goblins still to come. Oh, a few black shots. This is generally the last off Dale, though, with the exception of the Rangers, so it's fair enough to just use them as you need. We'll just zoom into that so you can see the differences in formation. A few of these Guardians actually showing their back to the enemy. Happens sometimes, but just go give them another attack order forward and they will get their butts turned around. Good, we did spot it. Just so they can slice through these goblins. We really are... We can just deal with some of the chaff, which we will know. Oh, maybe Drake Broodlings could burn. We'll see how fire resistant that baby dragon hide is when they come flying through here. They couldn't really barrel it. Okay, we're in now. Ah, they're right. No. Get up. Whoa, that was a quick shot. And that's a solid burn. Very solid burn, but now the broodlings are inside. And they will eat. Yeah, they will just devour the witchers. Showing that they will, well, when they're fully grown, they will be the gods of fire as well. Oh dear, that's a shame. I would have maybe wanted to target the Drake Broodlings as they push through, but I was very surprised that he was actually able to get into a position and yeet off a fireball as quickly as he did. But no, with those Drake Broodlings in and the Witchers defeated, that was the defender's only real choice, I think, or only real chance. The Rangers would have dealt a bit of damage, no doubt, but not quick enough. With 16 men, they wouldn't have been able to do it fast enough to either sort of inflict morale shock or really work it out. So we'll speed it on up for a bit, just as we have the last scuffle going on. But we're just sort of waiting for broodlings to come in. There we go. Yeah. There we go. That's it. That's it sorted. So, I was really scared about what the attackers brought there. I really felt there was too many archers through the entire force. When I come to Moria, like when I come to a normal siege, I will usually take, it's like say Berserker. I'll usually take like 3 archers. Usually 2 fodder, 1 decent. But when I come to Moria, I'll probably just take 1. If I'm, I might take 1 fodder, 1 decent, or 2 fodder, and that's sort of it. But I guess I take a lot of archers. I take a lot more archers than most people. I think Sun's strategy there was bold. That was very interesting. I felt there were too many archers, but it worked out for him. And luckily, his ally did have a lot of men-at-arms. And I mean, he did have a lot of trash. Well, he did have a lot of like infantry to take the brunt of an assault too and guard his archers. But I think had we maybe... I'm interested why we went for snag archers instead of did we not have the money for goblin trackers? Well, that's the only thing. But maybe if we could have found some money for goblin trackers, something could have changed. But probably not. I think that it's just 1 extra range damage. But we could see. We'll speed it up there. Some people really, I know that some people really enjoy the last few frames of a fight, so I do try and just keep it at 1 times speed, but no, we'll jump up to 2 there, just to finish it on off. I want to maybe do a Divide and Conquer recording after this, so need to save my energy. But yeah, oh goodness me, that's 2 general kills for the Drake Broodlings, just no. But yeah, super. Let's see what we got going on here. Beasties, Enslavers, yeah, we knew they would do very well. Poor Berserkers there. If Berserkers can't use up their throwing axes, they will, sometimes just not get, amazing kills, but they were shot to pieces by very high-powered arrows, and they were also fighting the cream of the crop of Dale's elites, so that's something to keep in mind. They are very powerful, usually. More Troll Hunters there, they were used up against some of the better quality units as well. so we can't worry too much about that. Good stuff. I was really impressed with just the main line of swordsmen, and especially those Dunman spears. Dunman hunters there. Actually 49 kills. Axe throwers though, one of them unfortunately ended up bolting, definitely without using up its full amount of ammo. That was a shame. But yeah, where are those Dunman spears? 125 from a unit of Dunman spears. That is fantastic. And 62 as well. Yeah, it's just super. They really did well. I don't think that can be denied. And the boys on the other side, they coordinated things, except lead, funny, okay, for all the cool kids. But no, I think their coordination was super duper. It was a tough like combo of armies to use, and I think they did a damn good job of it. I definitely liked Max bringing like 3 barrow wights. Oh, just such a good idea to put one on both sides. Like, yeah, just make sure all of your sides have a barrow wight, because barrow wights don't take much micro anyway, so he can just leave it there and just be like, yeah, where do you want to hold? Okay, barrow wights going there. So that was nice. And it was good. They definitely did mix up. Duran supported him and everything. But no, shame about the Witchers. They were just like, because the enemy just had so much range power, the Witchers really got punished every time they showed their face. And like right at the end there, of course, those broodlings just devoured us. So it is what it is. But no, I don't think anybody did poorly there. These are all experienced players at this point. So that was a good fight. Definitely. Right. Thanks, guys. And I will see you later.